it's a crazy job, and there's times where like the craziest shit happens to you, you know. So yeah, again today I just want to talk about how I almost got fired from GameStop multiple times. It happens like way more than you would think, especially because like I have this like temper. Nah, I ain't got this temper. I show people respect. If you respect me, I respect you back. Like, give and take relationship. Man, this happened a long time ago. I was working at a store, maybe not that long, maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I was working at a store in like one of the more upper class neighborhoods. And this lady comes in with like PS3, Xbox 360. This is early when the new consoles came out and they wanted to upgrade to a PS4. And you know, she came in, it was her 2 kids, her son, her husband, and her daughter. And we were all sitting there, and I come around the corner and I'm like, hey, welcome to GameStop, guys. Here's one of our flyers. You know, if you have any questions, let me know. She says, I have a bunch of stuff in my car I want to bring in and get it traded in, and we can go from there. And I was like, all right, cool, yeah, let's do it, go grab it. So she brings in all this stuff, like stack of games, you know, 15, 20 games. She was only gonna get like 30 cents for. She walks in, I'm explaining to her how everything works. You know, you trade this in, we give you some credit, we can put it towards it, blah, 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 whoop, whoop. And she's like, yeah, okay. And then a couple of seconds, so she walks away, she comes back, and I'm like, you'll get in total, I think it was like $220. It wasn't bad, you know, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. It was an old Xbox 360 too that I wasn't even supposed to take in because she had like opened it up and tried to fix it. It was red ring, but I was trying to look the other way to try and get her as much credit as possible because I like to look out for you guys. You know, you guys always support me. I want to support you if I can. You know, it is what it is. So I'm already like kind of peeping him out in the corner. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to kind of be a little extra nice right now and things like that. And then so she's like, okay, cool. So I give you those and then you give me the console. And I explain to her again, like, no, you bring me these items. We trade them in, get you some credit, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. She's like, okay, yeah. A couple seconds later, she comes back. So can we start looking for games? And then I can put the rest of the credit towards the games. And I was like, super nasty look on her face. And I'm like, I'm sorry, did I say something to offend you? Like, I'm not really sure what's going on. It's a really simple process. And as soon as I said, like, it's a really simple process, she came and she was like, it's obviously not a simple process. I've never done this before and blah, blah, blah. And you're making it hard for me to do this and da, 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 da. And then her husband walks up and he's like, well, is there a problem going on here? And he's like, and she's like, we sell the PlayStation 3 that you have for maybe $120. So you're getting pretty much what we're gonna sell it for. Like, we're not making any money on this, and you know, you came to us. Like, it's not like I was out there advertising like, hey, come in and get some shit for your shit and blah 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 blah. No, you came to us. So then she's her and her husband go in the corner, and then he comes back out and he's being real aggressive and he's like talking with his hands a lot, and he's like, you guys need to do your shit because you guys, and he kept finger bang, bang, banging me and shit. I was like, bro, nobody bangs me. I bang everybody. So later on at night, I get a call from my district manager, and he's like, hey, Ray, I have these customers that came in, said you were super rude, disrespectful. You didn't accept their trade. You didn't want to work with them. Like, you didn't give them any kind of promotions and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, Mr. Manager guy, this is not the case at all. I told them I'd help them to the best of my abilities. I had to explain the trade process to this lady like 6 times, and then her husband was in the store doing drugs and narcotics, and he's like, none of that matters. They wrote like this really long review of your store and of you, and was like, this just can't happen. We need to cover this up, and because we don't want them going to corporate, things like that. Next day, I get a call from my regional manager, and he's like, hey, Ray, we gotta fix this. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't care what happened. Give them a $100 gift card, and let's not let this go anywhere else. And I'm like, what do you mean let this go anywhere else? And he's like, well, it's getting to the point where it sucks because working in retail, you have to kind of abide by these laws that, you know, if a customer complains enough, then something good will happen for them, even if they're in the wrong. And that's fucked up. It's stupid as hell. We're going through the trade, and as she's going through the trade, she's just mumbling under her breath like little I'm a sophisticated better than you, condescending voice of like fuck you. And so I'm also doing the same thing. So she's like, well, you're going to give us the gift card, right? Because you have to. Because it's, you know, corporate said you had to give us a gift card, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yep, I'll give you a gift card. I'll give you a gift card for $100, and you can feel free to spend it here or spend it at another location. You can do whatever you want. Pretty much telling her, like, you can take this gift card and get the fuck out. I'm not a dick mentality, then, like, yeah, if I have some free shit, why not give it to him? Anyways, so his son's in there. He's like, hey, how's Call of Duty? I'm like, Advanced Warfare is cool. It's, you know, they have jetpack stuff now. You can, like, things from the side to side. Again, this when Advanced Warfare first came out. And I'm like, yeah, it's a good game. Like, you should get it. Like, that's the game to have right now. Not saying that it was, like, the best game. It was just the game to have at that time. Like, it was Advanced Warfare. For what it's worth, it wasn't the worst game ever. She's like, I don't want to work with this guy no more. And when I hear her say this, I'm like, well, why don't you want to work with me anymore? And she's like, out of this lady's mouth, she goes, because you're a racist cunt. And I was like, whoa. Like, from the looks of it, like, you look Caucasian, white person. For the most part, like, I kind of look white, you know. Like, even though I'm mixed, I mean, we're still kind of on the same side. Like, how am I being racist towards you? And so then we start to go back and forth a little bit. And I'm like, you know, ma'am, it's fine. Like, you don't have to shop here. Guys, I'm sorry. Like, if you guys want to come back later, you know, feel free. You the homie. You always been a homie. Sister, like, she's going to grow up to be a hoe. And da-da-da-da-da. Like, just took a turn, like, straight worse. Like, and as a parent, a brother, whatever, you know, as a sibling that has siblings under them, like, nobody talks shit about your siblings. It's like somebody saying something about your mom, you know? The shit just doesn't fly with you. So hypothetically, the way that my counter was set up was an L shape, so like this. So they come in here, there's a camera up here, it shows down over the registers. This is the quickest change up I've ever seen on a person. He goes from getting smacked into a gondola to be like, I'm calling the police, you just assaulted me, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. My wife is here to witness it, that employee over there is here to witness it, and da 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 da. And I'm like, at this time, I'm like, bro, do what you gotta do. You wanna go outside now? Like, you were talking all that shit, let's go outside. We can go outside, we can finish this here. No? Cool? Yeah? What do you wanna do? It's we're calling the police, so they end up leaving. Take off my name tag and give my keys to the other employee. I go, hey look, if they want me, anybody wants me, they can call me. Sure enough. Sorry, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Thank you. You are my, yeah, I fucks with you. You know who you are. If you're watching this, thank you, shout out to you. Anyways, the Monday morning I get a call and he's like, hey look, we looked at the camera, it didn't show anything. You know, at best it showed this guy stumbling off of camera onto camera into like a gondola. A gondola is like the little shelves that we have with all the hooks on it and accessories and stuff. And they're like, and now he wants to file an assault charge against you, but it's just him and his wife's word against your word. And you know, it is what it is. And I was like, okay, cool. So what do you want to do? And he's like, well, we're not going to fire you because there's no proof that you put your hands on an employee. We are going to write you up for leaving work. And I was like, that's fine. I'll take that. Like, I'm not tripped about that. And then they moved me to the mall a couple days later. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So that's the time that one of the times, there's 2 other times that I've gotten suspended, and I'll tell you about the others coming up in a future video and stuff like that. But I kind of wanted to do this video just to give you guys some content. I haven't really been pushing a lot of content. I usually do stuff with Overt, and he hasn't really been available. He's been a really busy man, you know, and me having to work, I can't really go on these trips with him and do all this stuff with him as much as I would love to be in his vlog. We did just have a vlog hit 1 million views though, so thank you guys for that. Love you guys. Always, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe. You know, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it to your friends. Let them know, hey man, come check out Veggies Ray's dropping some real GameStop knowledge. Always comment, give us some likes, and I'll be here for you if you need me. All right. Till next time.